Welcome to Buildawebs, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how you can set up cash payments in WooCommerce. I'll then show you how you can extend the ability of doing cash payments, where you can disable or enable based on the postcode, zip code, the amount, and by product categories and specific products. So first of all, you want to go into your WordPress dashboard, into WooCommerce, and then settings, and then go to payments. As you can see there, there's direct bank transfer already enabled. I've got a video which I'll link above where you can follow that and set that up, but let's do cash on delivery. So the third option, cash on delivery, cash payments, whatever you want to call it. All you need to do is click here to enable it, and then click Setup. And then this is what you get. So as you can see, it's enabled. There's a title, cash on delivery. You can call it whatever you want. There's a description, as it'll appear in the checkout. And then there's instructions as to what to do. Then you've got enable for shipping methods. So what you can do in here is, if you've set up some shipping methods which you can do in WooCommerce and then shipping, you can set different methods up as to where you want the goods to be shipped to. So if, for example, you only want to do it where it's local pickup, you can choose any local pickup method and choose Save Changes. And based on these two methods here, it'll only find the one that has local pickup. So that one's been crossed off, so it'll only look at the ones in New York. So if you were to try and use New Jersey, for example, it wouldn't show. So if we go to the cart and the checkout, just hit refresh, we'll see that in New York you can do local pickup, but for example, if you went for New Jersey, you'll see that it skips back to flat rate, because if we just go back, you'll see that they don't have it enabled. To enable it, you could go back in, choose edit, just like this here, and tick it, but no need to do that for this example. So if we go back to here and we choose New York again, you can see that being able to take cash on delivery is good. As you can see, what we've enabled, you can do there, but it might be that you don't want to accept cash on every single place it might get shipped to. So for example, it might not go to New York. You might be a furniture shop in New York and you're not able to ship based on people paying by cash to Florida or somewhere else in the United States or somewhere else in the world. So you might want to limit this, and you can do this by installing the following plugin. So if we go back into WordPress, what you can do is you can go to plugins and then click add new. And then we're going to search for Smart Cash on Delivery and find this one, WooCommerce Smart COD, and just click install now and then activate it. Now that's enabled, so what we can do is we can go back to WooCommerce and we go back to settings and we're going to go to payments. When you go into payments, and if you ever want to make a change to cash on delivery, all you need to do is click manage here And before, you'll see it only went down to this section here. Now we've got a load more options which you can enable, and I'm going to show you some of the ones that I see really important for cash on delivery. So the first one we're going to look at is enabling, disabling postal codes. So we've said that we're able to ship to New York in these here, 1000 to 1009. But say for example we wanted to change this where we will only accept cash on delivery between 1001 and 1008. We can do that. So we go into here and we choose to disable 1009. And if we go down, we click Save Changes, and we go to the checkout, we'll just hit refresh. You can see that cash on delivery is no longer available, but if you went to say 1008, you'll see that cash on delivery is available. You can also, when we go back into WordPress, you can do it the other way. Where you go, for example, enable, and you only choose 1009, save changes. This goes to the cart, and then just hit refresh. You'll see that 1008 isn't allowing it, but 1009 allows it, where you can choose cash on delivery. So if we change it back to 1008, you can see that there isn't any note to sort of explain why, you can't use cash. So what you can do is you can go back into WordPress and then scroll down. So we're limiting based on the postal code. So we could say down in the section here, unavailable by, so we could say and then if we save, then we go back to the checkout, we just hit refresh. As you can see, the message appears there, but if you put it in against 1009, it disappears. But say for example you went for 1001, the message appears, and you can do this on all the things that you enable and disable, which I'll show in this video. I'll now show you how you can enable, disable based on a cart amount. So if we go back into WordPress, we've got a payment which is found under WooCommerce. We scroll down, just take this postal code out, and then what you can do here is you can disable if cart amount is greater than equal to. So our product was 60, so you can enter 60 in there and then just choose Save Changes, and we go back into the store and we hit refresh. We'll see that cash on delivery isn't available anymore. But what you can do is you can flip it the other way, and if we go back into WordPress, you can enable it. So you can say cash on delivery is only available if, for example, it's greater than 50. So our cart product's 60, so you would expect it to be enabled. So if we go back in once we've saved, We hit refresh. See that cash on delivery is available, and you can then place the order. The next thing we'll show is enabling, disabling cash on delivery based on different product categories. So if we go back into WordPress, go to payments again and scroll down, we'll just take this £50 out, and then you've got this section here, disable on specific product categories. So in here, for example, we could choose to say where it's chairs, we will disable cash on delivery. So if we just choose save changes here, and we go back into the checkout, see that cash on delivery is disabled. But you could also flip it the other way when you go back into WordPress. You go down to the product section. You could say you're going to enable only on chairs. So if, for example, somebody picks tables or something else, cash on delivery won't be enabled, but it will pick it up on chairs. So when we go back in after saving the changes, we should see that once we refresh, cash on delivery is enabled, and it'll only be enabled for that. So that's that one. And we'll scroll back down once we've gone into WordPress. And then you've got the option here to choose if, for example, if at least one product is chairs under the chair category, cash on delivery won't be allowed. Or you can choose that all products have to, match chairs, and then cash on delivery won't be allowed. So we'll just take this out. And then it follows the same logic underneath where you can disable on specific products. So at least one product or all products, it follows the same logic as I explained above. So what we could do is we could choose a particular chair. So I just put that in, and we say it's disabled on the daily chair, which we've got in the cart. Save changes. We head over. Before, cash on delivery was enabled. Now, once we refreshed, cash on delivery is disabled. But again, you can flip it the other way, where you only enable it on, for example, the daily chair. You can also enter different chairs in if you like. Choose, for example, an office chair, and you can do that the same with the categories above. So we'll just leave it at that. So if we go back to the star, we can, for example, we could place an order. So let's say they've gone for local pickup on this. And let's enable cash payment again. So we'll just enable this, click save changes, and then let's go back to the checkout, click refresh, choose cash on delivery, let's place the order. What you'll see once you've placed the order is, it says payment method cash on delivery, and then what we can do is we can go back into WordPress and we can go into WooCommerce, then we can go to orders, and we'll see that the orders come in here. So WooCommerce also have an app that, say for example somebody who's delivering, they could do what I'm going to do here, where they're going to the order and they say it's completed, they've delivered it. So you can change it from processing to completed, an update, but you can take this note off and then you can update. It's completed, so they'd be able to do that in the app, and that's how you process the order. If you want to find out how you can get web hosting for completely free that you can try out without a credit card and try out for 3 days, please check the link in the description. You can also go to buildawebs.com/cloudways, which is the link being shown on the screen. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like. If you want to see more videos, including loads more WooCommerce videos, please subscribe. I'm Jonathan from Buildawebs, and thank you for watching the video.